Good morning, and welcome to part 2 of this fly-on-the-wall documentary, looking behind the scenes at Charlton Athletic. This week's episode will also feature an interview between myself and the Messiah Chris Powell about his frustrations in the transfer market and his expectations for the coming season, including his thoughts on local rivals Millwall and Crystal Palace. We will also see some red-hot secret footage of one-to-way overweight striker Liam Clark, some further boardroom conversations, and where Charlton are in their attempts to sign new players in time for the new season, which is now merely days away.
Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for coming to see me this morning. It has been a week since we last talked to discuss the financial situation. Since that point, we do not appear to have made any progress with our signings. Obviously, we signed Kaka last week, but as I've explained before, there are some serious issues that need addressing. Firstly, please can you let me know what is happening with Sam Baldock?
Well, Chris, obviously you remember that our actual plans will have to remain a secret. We do not like to discuss the finances of the club or give any information about any of the people who are actually running this club. It's common knowledge that we do not actually do anything other than run the club for the men with the cash. Needless to say, a bid has been agreed several days ago with Wet Spam for Sam Baldock. Terms have been agreed with the player, but unfortunately we have met a slight hitch.
I see. What is the hitch exactly?
Morning, Chris. Well, the main problem at the moment is we do not actually have any money. Since we now appear to have less cash than originally anticipated, Tony has been busy meeting up with dubious characters in the Far East and Middle East in an attempt to find someone stupid and rich enough to plough their funds into a loss-making football club. But as soon as that happens, the signing will be completed.
So do you envisage this being something that will take long?
Oh no. We are talking about Tony here. Tony can do anything once he puts his mind to it.
Yes, thank you, Michael. But I do not think we need to talk about this in front of Chris.
Well, that is great. I have a meeting with Creepy from the South London press today, and he is bound to ask some questions about Baldock, and I wanted to be able to give him something a little firmer. I have been fobbing him off all week.
You should watch that Creepy Crawley. He seems to have been printing stuff in his newspaper that only a very select group would know. I do not know where he is getting his information from, but he seems to have an inside track somewhere along the line.
Well, apart from his ridiculous suggestion we were about to buy Antonio fella that ended up at the Massives. He must have totally made that one up.
Yes. He definitely makes about half of them up.
And last week. This was surely the best one of the lot. He said we had been trying to tempt Fat Boy Jimmy and Edgar Davids out of retirement. How ludicrous. What sort of idiot would think that those two would be good purchases for this club? Madness. Pure madness.
Yes. I have no idea where that came from.
Well, the interview is in an hour. I have to get myself ready and decide which snappy sharp suit to wear today. I do not like to go out unless I am looking the ultimate professional. That is how Chris Powell rolls.
Oh yes, Chris. You do always look handsome.
Michael. Please.
Sorry, Tony.
Honestly, Michael. It's getting out of control. You need to keep the little comments under wraps.
But Tony, I do not know what you are talking about.
Last week you called me a rascal in front of Chris. This week you told him I could do anything. If you carry on like this, then people will start to talk and ask questions.
But Tony, how can you be so cruel? I can only be honest and say how I feel.
Let's just try to keep certain things away from prying eyes. I will see you tonight.
Good morning, gents. Thank you for meeting up with me for a small talk before training. Obviously, as you can see, Chris is unable to take training today. He has had to go and speak to someone from the press, so I am taking responsibility today.
Alex, why are you dressed as some sort of superhero?
He said, Alex, why are you dressed up as some sort of superhero?
What are you supposed to be? Toilet rollman. Ha ha. Do you fly to the aid of anyone who has run out of toilet paper? Or do you punish people who do not wipe properly?
Unfortunately, the chairman has told me I have to wear this outfit. They have signed sponsorship deals with about 5 different companies and I am expected to wear their outfits the whole time. Not just at training but in my personal life as well. It's a little embarrassing. Today I appear to be advertising Ongrex, although I have no idea why I have a birdhouse on my head. I had a sparrow and a blue tit flying around my head earlier. Some of the other outfits are far worse. Some of them make me look like a woman. I have to wear the makeup and sometimes even false breasts. I think the club need the extra money from the sponsorship.
It a liaison exciting, and adventurous step forward in fashion for you, Alex. I admire a man who is not afraid to push the boundary of what is made to be socially acceptable, and fly the flag for stylish, sexy straight men everywhere.
What did he say? I have no idea what he just said.
I think he said he is impressed by the bold fashion statement that Alex is making. I'm not sure he understands exactly why Alex is wearing it.
Il is très adventureux and sexy. I am finding you an inspiration, Alex. Although I will still continue to wear to fear nothing else guess with me at evil.
So why did they not ask the gaffer?
Well, it seems that Chris already has multiple deals in place with high-end suit makers and they could not get him out of his contract. I have heard that Steve Claridge will be presenting the Football League show this year as Broccoli Man.
I love broccoli. It is a wonderful vegetable and is anti-cancer. I find that the strength of broccoli inspire me to greatness, along with your new wonderful, adventurous fashion side, Alex.
So Alex, just out of interest, there appears to be a man with a chainsaw and another man who looks like a zombie standing with you. Would it be rude to ask who these people are?
Not at all. To my left is Chuck Chainsaw Buzzer. He is an American coach we have drafted in to help inspire and encourage those players who are putting in less than optimum amounts of effort. He will be working mostly in the close season with Leon Clark.
The office en inspiration. I love the blood spot effect on the mask. Wonderful.
To his left is our new dietitian and fitness coach, Dave the Zombie Smith. I know he does not appear to be the most healthy specimen, but it seems that we had to sack out entire physio team and he was all we could afford. In fact, I'm not even sure that we pay him in actual money. He seems to be getting paid in donations from a fake blood bank that the board set up in the West Stand car park.
Another fabulous Woofy. I am inspired by all of the new Woofy on display today. Except for Tao Danny and so frankly look like a showman for all.
No idea. No idea at all. What did he say?
He said he did not like Danny Haynes' outfit.
What is wrong with my outfit? I only wear clothes that make me run fast. Nothing else matters other than being able to run fast. Half of the Charlton fans think I am better than Bradley because I can run faster than him and make it look like I am trying.
It's a well-known fact that the best Charlton players are the ones who are not in the team and should be. Chris Dixon was the best striker Charlton had since Darren Bent until they actually played him. Then they realized he was worse than Paul Gorman. It is only once they are in the first team that everyone remembers how rubbish they actually are.
Where's Leon Clark? We have work to do. I will get the fat lump looking like a footballer if it's the last thing I do.
Good afternoon, Chris. Thanks for joining me for lunch and a chat. I just wanted to let you know that today's lunch is totally off the record. I'd love to know what is really going on at Charlton. Also, can I just say what a fabulous suit you are wearing today?
Thank you, Rich. Very kind of you to say so. So, what would you like to know today?
Well, Chris, let us start with a chat about some of your players. There are a lot of rumors flying around that you are trying to purchase Sam Baldock. Can you shed any light on this?
My understanding is that Sam is a player that we would love to sign, as would a lot of other clubs playing in the championship. He is a goal scorer. All teams love a goal scorer. If you don't score goals, you don't win games. We are trying to make this happen, but there are, as always, some obstacles in the way. We are trying to overcome them.
What sort of obstacles are we talking about here?
Well, people have to remember that we have only just got promoted to the championship, a league with a lot of other big teams with big budgets. We are not as cash-rich as we would like to be. We are hoping the finances can be sorted to make this happen.
Is it true that you will have to move Leon Clark onto another team to make this happen?
Yes. I am afraid this is the case. Unfortunately for us, Leon has spent most of the summer eating pies and cake. He is about 4 stone overweight, and when we play him in trial games for scouts to see him, he barely moves, has the turning circle of a large tanker and the speed of Phil Chappell. That is Phil Chappell now, which is even slower than he was when he played for us.
So what are you going to do to get rid of Clark?
Well, we have employed the new coach who is there to motivate Leon through various methods. The main method, though, being fear. We are hoping that we will see a leaner, quicker Clark. Unfortunately, we cannot teach him to play football, but maybe someone like Pardew, who is not as concerned with actual ability and is convinced by 2-minute YouTube highlight videos, will come in for him. The weird thing is, he keeps calling me teacher and says that I am picking on him, making his play with the small children. I have no idea what he is talking about.
So other than that, do you have any other players coming in before the start of the season?
I have a lot of targets which I have identified over the last month to the board and expressed my desire to make those signings. It's a waiting game. I'm waiting for the board to get those players for me. But there are a lot of teams fighting for the same players. But, you know, Rich, this team I have built. They are a good team. The team spirit is good. They work hard for each other. They have each other's backs. It's a team. When we go to Fulham in our final pre-season friendly on Saturday, it'll be a team battling in the Charlton Red out there. No prima donnas. Solid, grafting, hard-working pros. That is how my teams are built.
That is great, Chris. Great stuff. Now for the real nitty-gritty stuff.
Sorry, Rich. That's all you will get out of me, I'm afraid. I have a job to do, and this football club is destined for greatness with me at the helm. I'm going back to work.
Leon Clark, I presume. Is there any reason why you have not bothered to turn up for training today?
Who the hell are you?
I, Leon, am your worst nightmare. I'm the coach that's going to help you lose the 4 stone you piled on over the summer. Why were you not at training?
It's not fair. It's just not fair. Everyone is picking on me.
What? Are you an 11-year-old girl?
No. Now you're picking on me. Everyone picks on me. I try my best. But that Chris Powell is a bully. He made me play with the smaller kids. It's not fair. I'm going to see Uncle Richard and tell on you.
This could be tougher than I thought.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Story Time with Uncle Richard. Leon, what are you doing here?
Uncle Richard, they're picking on me again. It's not fair. That Chris Powell made me play with the smaller kids, and now they have employed a chainsaw-wielding maniac to force me to behave better.
Now, young Leon, that's your overactive imagination running away with you again. You silly boy. Do you remember what we talked about last time?
What was that?
I told you that you should try extra hard to get along with the other boys rather than staying out on your own. Otherwise you will end up getting expelled like you did in Swindon.
Swindon. That horrible teacher. Mr. DiCanio. I told him I hated Italian. I was talking about pasta and pizza. It plays havoc with my guts. I have a gluten allergy. He thought I meant all Italians. He always picked on me. Everyone always picks on Leon. It's not fair.
So what exactly has Mr. Powell done?
I want to play with the bigger kids, but he makes me play with the smaller kids.
And are there any other big kids there?
Yes. Paul Hayes. I don't think he likes me either. But he keeps getting rewarded with trips to Brentford or Scunthorpe every time he plays. I just get subbed off, dirty looks, and nasty comments from the fans. It's not fair.
Okay, Leon. Now it's time for you to go. You must try harder to get on with the other big kids and the teacher, okay?
Yes, Uncle Richard. Thank you, Uncle Richard.
Good evening. My name is Manish Basin. Welcome to this live televised press conference for Charlton player. Yesterday Charlton sealed an impressive friendly victory against London neighbours Fulham in their final friendly of the summer. 2 goals in 8 second-half minutes from Johnny Jackson and Ian Morgant turned the game on its head after Damien Duff's early opener for the Premier League side. Today we are joined by the gaffer Chris Powell, goalkeeper Ben Hamer, captain and yesterday's goal scorer Johnny Jackson, and dressed in the fabulous red outfit assistant boss Alex Dyer. Let's start with you, Alex.
Good evening, Manish, and to all the fans out there watching Charlton Player. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for paying for your subscription. The more people that subscribe to Charlton Player, the less likely it is I'll have to keep wearing these outfits. Although I'm sure some fans will find this a great reason to cancel their subscription.
Thanks, Alex. How pleased were you with the team's general pre-season progress?
5 friendly wins in 6, 2 against high-profile opposition, capped an encouraging pre-season campaign. We did lose against the Caravan Dwellers, but their training ground got invaded by gypsies the next day, which made us feel a whole lot better.
So, Johnny, do you feel ready for the new season? How do you think you will cope with the step up in quality? This team steps up against the better teams and sometimes struggles against the poorer teams. Teams like Gillingham, for example. We are ready. Thanks, Johnny. So, Ben, that's an impressive dash you have there. Any particular reason for that?
Well, you know I grew it from November last year and thought, hey, it's the Holocaust of a sexy look.
I don't think you should use the word Holocaust in that context, Ben.
It's disrespectful. Yes, I do not think that is appropriate, Ben.
What the hell? I'm getting raped out here.
Jesus Christ. Can we cut that?
It's a live show, Alex. I think we should be moving on. Chris, great result yesterday. How do you feel about the coming season?
Manish. I'm honoured and proud to be the Charlton manager. I know what the fans want. I know what the club has been through over the years, and I know that there is a lot of hard work that lies ahead, but I'm willing to do that. I want to be part of building a brighter future for everyone connected with Charlton. At the end of the 2011 season, the squad wasn't right. Not for what I wanted it to do. That losing run was important, because it taught me who I needed. Because of that, we started last season with the right squad for the job. That was a team to win League One, but also a team to compete in the Championship. Perhaps I would have liked to get a few new faces through the door, and perhaps there are still a few options out there. But this is my team. I built this team from the bottom up. They play for me, and they play for the fans, and the badge, and the history. We are not just here to make up the numbers, be assured of that. This is a Chris Powell team, and we cannot wait to get started. Let's have it.